Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for all the new subscribers. Today we will be going over how to print and I'm going to show you to how to make the candles, to the whole process. So we'll be going over everything. This is why I'm starting with an image now. I'm trying to locate some high quality images. I believe I found one. I like this one here because of the dimensions here. It has good pixels, so I'm going I actually already saved it, but I'm going to save it again for the purpose of this video. You just go save as PNG, save. Perfect. Okay, also there are other images that I like too that I'll save. I think I saved this one already, so no, for the sake of it I'll save this one. This is a decent quality, but I prefer anything higher than 1,000. Let me save this. Okay, perfect. Yes, I already have an image of how it's going to look in my head. I already went ahead and designed it. It's going to be #1 candles, and then anytime I get a new subscriber, I'm going to light that candle. So I already designed it and we'll be printing it shortly, but I'm just printing more, well, showing you guys now how to go about finding images and icons and things like that for your candle business, for your birthday candle images. However, um also, I mean, there's always Etsy, what is it, digital, because I get a lot of things from Etsy. So there's also, digital designs you can get from Etsy, but those things rack up, so you don't want to have to pay $5 every single time or however it works out. But I'm just showing you quick ways to make your birthday candles with by just going to Google and locating images. So I think I'm good here. Let me save this one. I like this one too as well. Okay, it's in a different format, so that won't work. I'm looking for a PNG. PNG are normally high quality. So when you're picking your images for your candle, keep in mind, being that it's being printed, you want it to be high quality. You don't want it to be something that's blurry or something that's not clear, because that's going to be represented in your candle. And then think about it, your candle is already pretty small, so you don't want to add anything that's blurry or something that's just not top quality. All right, like this one here. This will probably be on my next candle if this looks good quality wise. Yes, quality is good. And let me see if it's the correct format. Beautiful. So on my next candle, I will do that because it has the YouTube sign and a subscribe all in one. So right now, what I'm trying to do is actually put it on the, I think I already have it up actually. Let me pull it up. So yeah, this is how it's going to look. And in a second, I'll show you the process on how I actually did this and put it together. But this is how it's going to look. So we have the YouTube on the bottom. We have the subscribe in the middle. I went ahead and did 4 different colors, so I can just show you the different ways and the color, how vibrant the colors are on the printer. So you'll see, the purple, the red, the black, and the blue. And also, I think it'll just look cool with all the candles together. Now that I think about it. Um, all right, so let's head over to Photoshop so you can see how I put this together. Okay, so now we are in Photoshop. So I'm going to show you how to design your candles. So the good thing is here, I don't have to do much because being that I'm using a YouTube PNG or image for that matter, I'm going to probably most likely match it with red anyway, unless I decide to do another color outside. Well, I'll do another color just to show you guys. So actually, hold on 1 second. Let's place the image. So if you're used to Photoshop, you're just going to come in, place, go to the image you want. I'm going to do this one. Let's see, subscribe. Hold on 1 second. Subscribe in the proper format. Let's see. Place. Let's do this one. Perfect. So just gonna rotate. And of course, this is any image you want. It doesn't have to be this image. So I'm just gonna just show you how I normally design my candles. And what you're looking at right now, you're looking at the template. So this template is available for sale. This is what I worked so many years on trying to design and figure out how to match up the candle with the actual template, and I finally figured it out. So now I'm sharing it with you guys just for the simple fact that I feel like it's something cool to add to the candle world. Like I did a lot with my business already, and I feel like me just showing others how to do their own birthday candle business can only be beneficial to everyone. Me as a teacher, you guys as a student, learning, developing, and adding another aspect to your candle business. So this is okay. Trying to get it centered. And I think I'm going to design these two as well, just for the heck of it, so you guys can see. So this is here, so I'm gonna put subscribe, and then let's place this. Let's see if this one opens up, hopefully. Yes. Okay. So here is what I was talking about. I want to put it on the base. Something like this. And the printer that you guys will be using or purchasing whenever you get a chance is actually a very high detail printer, so it's able to catch this without any issues. And of course, I don't have to tell you guys, just stay inside of the lines because the lines are going to be the border of the candle. So right now, let's see. So this is what we're looking at right now for this candle, how this one would look. I think I'm comfortable with this. I think I like this. I think I can actually work with this. I'm probably gonna make multiples, so that way, anytime I want to celebrate that I have a subscriber or something, I'll probably burn it or something. And okay. So now for the heck of it, I'm gonna make this pink, actually. So if you want to change the color of the border, you could just go here, select tool. You could do a quick selection. Hold on, actually not a quick selection. Let's do, actually, so to not even complicate it, just go to, if not, if I remember correctly, you could just pick the color you want. Let's see, hold on. And I'll show you multiple ways. Let's put it, not red, because we already decided against red. Let's do purple. So now come here, and we should be able to click the color. Hold on. Let's radicize it before anything. You should be able to just click that. That's going to change the color of the border and anything connected to it, as you see. But I'm going to Control Z and go back and move this over. Hold on 1 second. Control Z one more time. Go here, move this over if I can. What is going on? Alright, Control Z. Let's unselect this. Unselect this. Actually, to make it easier. Okay, so now we're back to square one. Oh, okay, that's what I was doing wrong. I have to go over and now select my arrow. There we go. And actually, let me just change the color before I actually put the sign. So now that'll be helpful. So now let's go here and just quickly change the color. See, simple. And then I just drag my YouTube sign right there. But now I think I want other colors as well, so I'm actually going to do let's copy. So let's Control D. Let's put another copy. Hold on. Control Z. This. What is going on with my keyboard? Okay. So I did a Control Z. So now this is the copy. There we go. Beautiful. Because I do want it red. I feel like red stands out more. And then now let's subscribe. Let's move this over. Perfect. Okay. Subscribe. And if you guys remember how to change the color, I'm going to change this black. Just go in your color palette or library or picker. Okay. Pick the paint tool. Pick the paint tool. We have to select that layer again so we can change it. And just click the outline. So simple. And then now I want to make another copy. So I'm going to duplicate that. And radicize it. Get my arrow. And this is for the subscribe. Hold on. Control Z. Which one did I make a copy of? I made a copy. That's the copy. No. Okay, it's here. Perfect. So this will actually look cool too with the black. And then what else? Oh yeah, this sign here, the YouTube sign. So go here. I set my keyboard up to press Control D for duplicate. This is why you're not seeing me go to any of the menus up here or tabs, if you was wondering. Okay. Click the arrow. Take it from here. Perfect. Oh, this is gonna probably be the best one. Let's see. And as you know, well, as you can see, if I go up here, it's going to be on the border of the candle. I don't really want that. It'll be too obvious, but here it's perfect. And for the heck of it, I'm going to do this one because I don't want to just leave it out. I just don't know what color I want to do it. So hold on 1 second. Do blue. I didn't, but I don't want to do this blue because I feel like I get too close to purple. So I'm going to go to X this out. Go to my color library and pick my blue through there. Yeah, I think I want a lighter shade, maybe this one, so I can stand out more. And then use that paint tool to change the color. Oh man, I always forget. Let's go back to the layer. Perfect. So now go to my subscribe. Like I said, I press Control D and it pulls up my duplicate layer, but you can right click on that and pull it up. Make sure you check the arrow again. And where it is to duplicate. Control Z, it's not there. It's not there. It's going to be the first one. Perfect. Oh yeah. This almost look like a Supreme logo when it's in the blue. Okay. Beautiful. And now the YouTube. So you're going to do Control D and make sure your arrow is checked and just now figure out where it is. Control Z, go back. Let's see if the duplicate is here. Nope. There we go. Beautiful. And sometimes you won't mind if it touches the border, if it only if it looks good, of course. So I feel like here, if it got a piece of the border, it wouldn't be too bad. But this here is perfect. And now we are good. It's only one thing else I want to do. I'm going to show you how to get rid of this. You just want to come here. Any in the template, when you're using a template, any candle or number that you don't want to use, feel free to erase it. So you can either erase it with the erase tool, okay, to get rid of it, because we only want to print what we're going to make. So anything you're not using, just get rid of it. You don't want to have an extra empty space on your printer. It doesn't make sense. So you could use the erase tool, or what I like to do to make everything easy and much cleaner and efficient, I like to use this here. So for example, if both ones were still here, I'll just highlight over the ones I don't need and delete. So this makes it that much easier, and you're confirming that there's actually no color remaining, because last thing you want is to be printing here even though it's not a full candle, only because you missed a spot erasing it. So now that is done. So now I'm going to deselect, because now I don't need that. And then I'm going to pick black, and I'll show you why. So now I want the outer layer to be black. But hold on, let me go back to the picker. So, and go to my paint tool. So I'm on my layer 0 to be accurate. I'm going to select this to be black. Hold on, I got a little boo-boo here. Actually, not black. The reason why I'm not going to do a black, because it matches this candle here. So I want it to be, actually I don't have to, but I'll show you anyway. So for example, you're going to have, in the future, you're going to have things that may, you know, bleach over into this section here, and you want to get rid of it. So normally what I would do is, and I'll show you multiple times on my YouTube channel, I will put another color so it could be the top layer. So for example, actually I can show you better this way. Hold on. I will pick a color that's not the border, of course, because if you pick a color that's the border, when you erase that back layer, is going to take the border away. So you don't want that. So I'm picking green, which is one of the oddest colors that you probably have in your candle. So I pick green, and now once I mesh all the layers, so I'm going to merge down, because now I want to merge all the layers, because once everything's grouped together, it'll be that much easier to just go ahead and erase the green color. And this, you don't see the reasoning for it right now, but in the future, when you have like other images that's actually, you know, branching off or bleeding over into this section here, you just want it, the best way to erase it and to make sure everything is gone is to either put, you know, a dark color, which will probably be black, and then you won't see this portion here, because the only thing that's going to be visible is what's inside the candle. And then you just merge down, what you're going to see, merge visible layer. So now it's just one layer, and then you would just do the magic eraser. So when you once you erase it with the magic eraser, it takes everything away. So if you had anything bleeding over here, or anything that's just, you know, didn't fit, or you wanted to keep the image inside the same size but somehow is peeking over here, if you do that technique, it will erase it. So now we are set with this. I'm going to save it, and then go ahead and print it. And while I'm here, when you purchase my templates or use my templates, this is already the size of the candle. You do not have to enlarge it. You do not have to make it smaller. This is the reason why the template is so helpful. I spent many years trying to figure out the right size. I think I may have candles that I can show you guys where the image wasn't the right size. It wasn't as clean. It wasn't the size, the correct size for the border. Like certain lines would be thinner than others, but this is perfect. I worked on it. I examined the candle by taking it to a 3D shop, trying to figure out certain things, speaking to the vendors and say, hey, how can I actually get my template to match the candle? So now let's move forward with saving this. So save as a PNG and not new layout. Let's put new YouTube layout. Perfect. So this looks good. I'm going to meet you guys at my printer.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube. So actually, that's what the hell is that? Okay, that is my. Let me set this up. I'm setting up the. Okay, perfect. So welcome back to my YouTube, guys. So I have my actually two pots going. So I have my pot here, which has the first substance, which is water, and then the other substance, which is going to be wax. So I have to actually dump this water because now it's wax in it. So I'll do that later. I just say I have no true proper way of dumping it, and I don't want to dump it in my toilet, ruining my toilet, and I don't want to dump it into a sink. So now I have to get like a box or something to make it easier without damaging anything in the household. But right now, okay, hold on, let me finish setting this up, which is going to be the program. So I'm setting up the program right now, but as you can see, everything is like normally in like weird characters in Chinese. So like everything I do and show you guys will be really helpful. So I'm going to show you guys and just just pay attention. Okay, hold on. Let me finish this up. Okay, this seems to be going good. 1 second. And I'm pretty sure you guys saw a program like this many times online. So the program is set. So what I'm going to do now is prepare. First thing, what I want to do is clean my printer. So my printer is here, and once you guys get the hang of it, you'll understand that you need to clean your printer either like once a week or daily. And by I mean clean the printer, you have to make sure. Well, let me open this up. So it's besides just wiping it down, you want to just make sure that the ink is filtered and all these things. I'll show you that the actual waste ink pad is clean and the pole and everything there, like all these little things where it's like little ink. You want to get rid of that. But even more so, you just want to make sure it's clean enough so you could get these clear, precise images. So it'll be, the same as when your Kindle is printed, and it's not going to be. Let's see. Let me see if I have an example. I don't think I have an example here of a bad print right now, but pretty much it'll be like blurry or something like that. See, these are clear, precise. You can even see Space Ranger on it. So now I'm going to run a program, not a program. They have a name for it actually. Let me go to the actual name so you guys can know the actual name. So right now on this printer, I'm going to do a head cleaning. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do a head cleaning. Let me just make sure I pick the right printer. This one is not 3. This is actually 7. So now I'm gonna do a head cleaning, and you'll hear it. You're gonna hear it go. I don't know how loud it'll be on the camera, but as you can see, it's going, and it's pretty quick. So if you do this like daily, or if you do this, weekly, then you'll get the the best prints and the best everything. With me, I like to do it every time before I print. That's just me because I want to make sure, since I'm an up and running business, I make sure the prints are always good and there's no issues. So right now it's doing that, and you'll see how quick it is. It's not as loud, so it's not that loud. So if you're worrying about actually running this business in a place that you need to be quiet and you don't have to worry too much about it. The only thing is, it does kind of stink, and by stink it means like what your tolerance level is. I don't want to say it stinks that bad, but it smells like ink. So if you know what ink smells like, you know, uncontrollable amount of ink, then that's what it smells like. I'm already used to it, so as you can see, I actually have my mask on the door, and then sometimes I put like a bandana and then the mask, so I'm not like inhaling anything I shouldn't be inhaling. But right now, what I'm waiting for, so I'm waiting for this process. See, it's already done. So I already did the filter of the ink, and then now what I'm going to show you is what you guys should have learned in the book, the ebook, is now I'm going to test my prints. So there's two ways I could test that. I could test it twice. So that's what I'll do. I'll test it twice, but as you know, each time you test it, you'll be wasting ink. So I like to create a template. So like I said, I use the UPS labels. I get the labels. Sometimes I buy them, sometimes they're free. This is why I prefer to use them over anything else. Just get a roll. And then it's almost like you got a new blank sheet. So pull them on. I normally put 4 down so I can create like a blank layout. And then eventually you will peel up the other ones, but there's no rush to do so. Honestly, it's not, because you know there's no concern for it at the moment. Actually, I think once you start to layer up so many times, they actually kind of fall off. So that's why you just see me laying it right on top of the other one. Is me print the YouTube layout that we worked on earlier. So here we go. Put it sheet flat. So now I'm going to set this up to print. So what you want to do, you want to come over here to your printer. Like I said, if you saw my other video, this has an automatic function where it recognizes where the level is. So this is why when you place your candles, it already know where to stop. This is the beautiful part of this printer. It has that automatic stop, so you're not wondering what level it's on. So that red light that you just saw is actually like a beam that shows the lever. So well, the level. So as it's going up, once that level is covered, I mean the beam is covered, then it knows is at the place it needs to be at. So right now, it's gonna be the same exact thing when I do it with nothing. So this is the reason for that is because they don't. Well, you don't want the bed to hit this. So what I'm going to do is just press up. You're gonna see it go up and go back. It's gonna recognize where it's at. You see, there you go. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do here is pull up. So this is what we printed the other day. Now when I come here, I want the YouTube layout. Okay, so this is YouTube layout we just worked on this morning. I'll show you what you do here. So hold on, just wait for it to pull up. So you see how it pulled up? So when you come here, you want to just go to your settings, so your layout. And the width is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, 210. You change your head output size. 210, and the reason why you do a 210 because the layout is a A4 template. Hold on, actually, not this way. So it's 210, and this would be 297 and then all you want to do is just rotate it. So you go right click, rotate, and this is pretty much how it would look. So when you have your template, all the ones will be on this side, so it's not backwards. Or however you print it, so it's not really it has to be on one side. I just usually rotate it to the right. So this looks good. And now, just to go a step further, I like to go to the color. Make sure the color is at 35, so it could give me like a solid, strong red or a strong purple. You don't have to worry too much about the white because the candle is white. So that's a good thing about this too. I save a lot of money on white ink because the candle is white. And then after that, I'm gonna go to my color profile. And this is actually like helping you when you set up too. So you go to the color profile, it says the output. You will have this color profile when you just get your printer. Okay. All right, everything's perfect. We went to color already. We don't have to go to white because we're saving money on white. We don't need white ink. Color, printer, printer selected. Here you want to make sure the resolution is good. It goes as high as 14. Actually, no, it goes pretty high. Well, pretty high. Now this is actually new. I didn't see this as of no. This is recent. Let me make sure I got the right printer. Yes. So I guess the quality improved, but the thing is, the higher the quality, the longer it takes. So I keep it 1440 by 720. Reason being is because it's gonna print out quickly, but the quality is amazing. So, and then you don't want to do bi-direction, because if you do bi-direction, it's going to, as exactly what it sounds like, it's gonna lay on top of each other, where it's just like it's gonna lay on top of each other, create it. It makes it quicker, so it's like super quick. But the thing is, it won't be as good because if it doesn't match up perfectly, then you'll see like a blurry effect that it created. But so I'm gonna change this to unidirection. That way it lays it down as it goes left to right, but it's not going left to right spraying at the same time, trying to keep up with the pattern. All right, so we're good. Everything looks good. So now I'm gonna go to a quick print. Everything's here. Every time you do something here in this window, just make sure it matches up here, because many times I come here, maybe white is clicked and not color. See the color settings, white is clicked and not color. You just want to make sure you got the right printer. So I'm gonna go from there. So once I press print, it should be okay. Sometimes it give me a little error just because my computer is outdated. But this seems to just be, yep, see. So this is okay, don't worry. It's just because my computer is super outdated. So I'll press okay. It continues to print. So you hear it. I should move this over. And then you have to start up. Watch the light. Now remember, right now we're just printing on the template. So once the template is done, then I will add later actual candles because we create the template. And you can see, I don't know how much you guys can see in here, but you can see the pace from the light is pretty quick. So when it's printing, you're able to complete this. If I'm not mistaken, I never really timed it, but it should be done in about 3 to 5 minutes. So as you can see, like not a quarter, 10% of the actual print bed is already out. So we just kicking around here, just waiting for this to print, and our water is already done along with the ink pots. So I have these here. If you saw my other video, then you see the type of pots that I'm using. You don't have to change the, what is that? Not the faucet. What do they call these things? I forgot it. I have a whole video on it, but I forgot it. You don't have to change this. You can just keep it as is because it's only water in here. So if you're wondering why, oh, it's like a spitzer. Yeah. But if you're wondering why I never changed it, because you don't have to, because it's just water, and you're pretty much going to be going over the top, like over the top, just dipping your water, the candles in there. And then here, the same. You don't really have to change it on this one because even though it's a big pot, I use the double boiler method. So you see here, I just have it in there resting because if you guys read the book, you notice you don't want to put your wax directly in there because it'll damage the pot. And this one you do have to because, let me open this up. This is straight wax. And I go over which wax this is too because this is actually one of the best wax to use. I mean, you could probably find alternative for another wax to use for your actual birthday candles, but I felt that was the best and the cheapest, so I won't be, so it won't be costly. And then this one I did change the a bowl valve. That's what it is. Okay, perfect. So I have it on that. So you have the bowl valve for this, and you don't have to change it with that. You can just leave it with the regular plastic one that it comes with. It's perfectly okay. All right, let's check on our print. Let's see what's happening. So here we go. This is looking good already. I forgot the colors. So the first one we did a purple one. Second one we did a red. I think the third one we did blue. No, third one we did a black, and fourth one was blue if I remember correctly. You see it? If you guys were timing it, I'm not sure if it took. Yeah, it's roughly around 3 minutes because I started this video about 3 minutes ago. So the overall time it takes to print is probably going to be from 3 to 5 minutes, as I mentioned earlier. This is good to know so you can know how to time your day, your business, and you can see how long things will actually take you. So now, being that that's already set up, I'm going to go ahead and actually take out the one candles. So the one number. Let's see if I have any made already. I was actually organizing it, so I don't have too much things out. So I'm going to place it back on my table here. And let's see which one is which. If I remember correctly, it should be this one. So let's open this up. This is how it looks. Let me just get my okay, hold on 1 second. See, this is out now. Just heard it finish. So yeah, black, blue. Perfect. So this part is done. So as you can see, everything is good. Everything's great quality. Everything's perfect. This is why you get a decent image size. So everything is great quality. So now when I print on the actual candles, everything will be perfect, beautiful, and it'll make perfect sense. So now, let me go back to over here, open this up. Give me 2 seconds to find my tools to open this up, and I'll be right with you guys. So I found my tools. The main tool that you'll be using is this here, because you want to always make sure this is scraped and clean after and before you use it. The reason why you'll do it before is because you see how everything's together. When you put them together, you don't want it to be that they're together, but when you're pouring, there's like little openings, because then your wax is just gonna pour straight through. You want it to be when you're pouring and some spills over, it just spills over to the next mold for that matter, and then you're able to just easily scrape it off. So this should be my ones, hopefully it is. And also use this tool to get the side opening, because some of the molds, maybe your molds that you'll buy, will have like a little opening for you. But this one, being that I brought them a long time ago, it don't really have an opening, so you have to open it from the side. Okay, perfect. So I got that wrong. That's actually my zeros. And let's see here. Hopefully I have ones already made. If not, I should have a bin of ones somewhere. Okay, so let me locate those. Okay, take a look. Everything came out perfect, beautiful. Sorry, I'm missing a part for some reason. Something didn't record, but I'll recap what I was mentioning when I thought it was recording. So pretty much I was able to find my #1 candles so I could match up with my template, because before I was looking for it, I couldn't locate it. So in the previous video, I only came up with my, you know, the molds from 0. So I'll go over that too, from things, information that I recorded, that thought recorded. But I have all my candles in here, so it's always good to have all your candles together. I mean, a little more organized than this. I just grouped everything together because I wanted to save on bucket space, and also I was clearing up my studio space because I wanted to make sure I have proper space to record footage and things like that, content for you guys. So I was able to find all my not all my #1 candles. I was able to find 4 #1 candles that I needed to actually create this. Perfect. So now we're here, and I'll get over all the I go over all the details that I probably missed out recording the other video. But see, I was able to print and utilize my template. So this is why the template is very important. So when you are purchasing and you just buy my candle book, that's great. But you're also going to need the templates, because it allows you to do this. I gave you a clear, precise. It's already measured to the candles that you're going to need to purchase, or the molds you're going to need to purchase. So I'm giving you a replica of my business, pretty much. So all you have to do is print the template, and then also purchase the candles of the measurements that I told you to purchase with the same style, and everything will match up perfectly. All this information is in the ebook. So now let's go over this. So as I mentioned earlier, if you guys remember in the first segment of this whole thing, when I was designing, I told you that it will probably be an issue with the subscribe sign, the image, only because of the font. The font is super tight and it's white, so it's kind of overlaying on each other. So as it was trying to print the red, being that the font is so small and so close together, it pretty much is like almost like a hint of red in the font itself. I wish I was able to do it. Well, I am able to do it, so I don't want to say wish, but I'm going to go back and redesign it and then actually make the font more like the YouTube side, which is perfect. So let's get to this. Let's go over the template. So as you can see, the template fit perfect. So boom. So anywhere, so let's go over step by step. You print your template. I use the white UPS label, as you can see. You print the template so you can know exactly where you need to place your candle. So this is a simple step. You print the template, you put the candle there. Everything matches up perfectly. Everything matches up perfectly. And I'm going to go over another step where I missed it because I thought I was recording, but it didn't record. So when you're loading this, I told you multiple times that the printer already recognizes where the candles are located and the height of it. So you can't really mess up. So I'm just going to show you this part and bring it back out because it didn't record. So now when I raise it, it won't get damaged because it already knows the location. So with the template and the height recognizer, you're a shoe-in to make everything perfect. Perfect. And after that, this is also one more other thing that I mentioned, but it didn't record. So as you can see, even though I made the template perfect, there's always going to be bleeding. You see? There's always going to be bleeding. So on that sometimes it gets on the candle. You can scrape it off if you want to. But I learned in the business, I don't really care so much to scrape it off. But I did create these. So let me show you. So in the event there is bleeding, so there will be bleeding from time to time, but as you can see, overall, everything is perfect to the naked eye. So if you get bleeding, this is why I created these. So I have one for each candle, and I'll list it for list it for sale in a 3D format because it's 3D printed. So you would still have to get it printed, just to let you know. So you're buying my 3D molds for it. So pretty much I created a cover so it could fit perfectly, and this would stop the bleeding. You see how easy that was? So you just go, drop it over it, stop the bleeding. So this is not an issue for all, but it's an issue for some. Me, I'm not one of them. I could care less about it if it's bleeding or not on the side. Not because of the not because of like it's going to the client or anything like that. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Also, I believe it creates some type of uniqueness where there is a little bit of ink on the side, and not all candles are the same. So I'm gonna remove these now. This is my template. And the good thing about the template, you can always, even though you printed this here, the YouTube, all you have to do is go back and change the design and leave these in the same place, and you don't have to print anymore. Another template because you already have it down one time. So if that makes any sense. So even though you don't have to print the same design twice to get your locations, you just print it one time and then place it. So if you have 4 more white #1 candles, then pretty much you'll be able to print it again however many times. Or it doesn't even have to be, the same design or whatever. It could be a different theme. But let's go over to the pots. Okay, perfect. I have my designs, my candles. I'm gonna go over how to do this. So you have your candles, your birthday candles, and now you want to do, where is my thing? Hold on 1 second. Perfect. So what you're gonna do, because this wax is extremely hot, and you don't want it to be, to the point where it could burn your hand or you burn your fingertips. So certain people may just say F it and go to, hate to say F it, but go to it and straight dip it. I see people do that as far as, well, I don't really see anybody do it, but myself sometimes. But I like to use this, my clamp, and I take one side off so I won't lose grip. And this happens because if you lose grip, the candle may just fall straight in there and then burn itself. If you see that, so it pretty much burned itself at the bottom of the pot, and I have to fish it out. But what I like to use, because remember the wick is gonna be probably super small, so it's hard to get that strong grip. So what you're gonna do, come here. So this is a 2-step process. I'm going to dip it for like 1 second so it can create a coat, a protective layer, and then I'm gonna put it in this warm water. See that? Create a coat. Bring it over. Let it sit there while it cures. Same thing. We're gonna do it 4 times. So boom. Let it sit. Bring it over slowly so it doesn't create any drips on the candle going down. Same thing. 2 more times. Try not to let it sit there too long because this is what happens. You see how it started to heat up and then break the or burn the bottom of it. So this one's gonna be no good. So I'll leave this one on the side. But as you can see, it doesn't take that much time to mess it up. So let's try this again. So now when I come here, this is already well, it's ready. I'm gonna dip it now, but I'm gonna leave it in there for a little. It's no true time because it's less than 1 second. Just don't pull it out too fast because it's warm. Being that the wax is so hot, it's going to melt the ink off. So do it slowly. There we go, perfect. Pause it, bring it in, bring it in. Now, these two candles are ready. They're cool, perfect. So now you just want a little drying area. Normally I have like a little a sponge area to have it dry on, but I'll just put it here for now just so it could be upright in the upright position. So that way the water can actually trickle down. So this is perfect. The blue one might be my best one that I love. Everything came out great. As you can see, it sealed the wax onto it. Everything is cured. This is perfect. Everything's good. It's sealed. There's no harm that could be done to this as far as ink falling off. Okay, the red one don't look too bad. Perfect. And there you have it, and that's how you design and create birthday candles. That's my whole process. The process is actually not that long. It's just, you know, once you get the hang of it and learn how to do it. So tune into my next video. Hope you guys like, subscribe, share, and just tune in. It's going to get better over time. Everything. I'm going to invest in more equipment as far as more YouTube equipment, better camera, better sound, better everything. Thank you for your support, and tune in, subscribe.